In this video tonight, I'm going to show you what I'm having for supper. And that's going to be Red Lobster Cheddar Bay Biscuit with some Spam involved in it, right? This is going to be an easy recipe to do, very simple cooking. You can do it inside your house with Spam or with anything else that you want to. But I'm going to show you how I cook this outside on my charcoal barbecue grill. Hang on and let's get going. Tonight's going to be another one of those naked and covered in oil nights. I've got my 10-inch pan there, or 10 1/4-inch pan, naked and covered in oil. I've got my basting lid, and I've got my little Lodge sauce pot over there. Let's get cooking. First things first, get that charcoal going. And while I'm waiting for the charcoal to be ready, I'm going to show you how to whittle Spam. I'm going to go ahead and add some extra Italian seasoning in here. I'll probably add a little bit more later. And I'm going to add a little bit more of this minced garlic. And that way, whenever it hits the oil and hits the pan and everything, it starts working right away. Should I? This is an Italian kind of flavor, right? With the garlic and butter and Italian seed. I gotta tap a little bit, just a little. Let's get some charcoal. While I'm doing this, I might as well show y'all an old camp cooking trick. When you're using your coals on top of your lid like this, and you don't have a ringed lid, like for a Dutch oven, sometimes we'll have the nice flat ones on top. This is a basting lid, and as you can see, it's rounded. The coals will slide off, and especially the ash. But you can make this little ring out of aluminum foil. I don't think I really need to show y'all how to make that. I'm going to make another video showing how to do this and another way that's a lot more durable. But just wanted to give y'all that little trick while I'm working here. Y'all, I'm getting hungry. Again, I haven't had anything to eat all day. I typically just eat once a day, and or for one section of hours at the end of the day. That's how I normally do things. And I'm hungry. I gotta fry this up and dice it up a little bit more in this pan. And the smell is driving me crazy. I may wind up having to test some of this as I go along. I bet some of y'all do the same thing. All right, enough of this. And a little more tap, tap, tap. Got some butter over here. Let's tap, tap, tap. Okay, here we go. We've got the Red Lobster Cheddar Bay Biscuit mix going in here. This is very simple cooking, y'all. If I can do this, y'all can certainly do this. Now, some of y'all may be young folks that ain't done a whole lot of your own cooking. And this is man cooking. It says 1/4 cup of cheese, but I'm just going to eyeball that, right? That may be a little more than a 1/4 cup, right? Now we've got to have 3/4 cup cold water, and I did try to get that as close to 3/4 cup as I could. So let's dump this in. We're going to mix this well, but not too well. I forget what it says. Don't over mix, right? Oh, all this technical stuff. Here I am mixing, but not over mixing, right? If I can do this, y'all can do it. Man. All right. Let's get a little more flavor in here. We're going to we're going to tap some more Italian seasoning into there, just for good effect. Notice I haven't put any cayenne in there. Some of y'all may be disappointed, but I want to try to stick with the flavor that I so love I love going to Red Lobster, and oh gosh, used to love those Cheddar Bay biscuits. I have not been in a long time, and I have seen some wonderful made from scratch recipes for the Cheddar Bay Biscuit, make at home, and those are wonderful. All right, now I've got a problem. I've got Spam over there, and I need to do something with it. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to take it and dump it right into the basting lid. Just let that hold on to it for me. Now I'm going to add just a tiny bit of olive oil to help maybe keep it from sticking. This pan is not as non-stick as I would love for it to be. And that Spam you see there. So I'm just going to try to do a little of that just to help out. But if I've got to fork it out of this pan when I'm done, that'll be okay too. Whatever I've got to do to get me a little supper. I'm going to take out half of this and see what I can do with this messy. Well, you know what? Maybe I'm going to take out all of it. All of it. Let's go with all of it. I had a couple of different things on my mind to do with this mix and Spam. And I guess I should have done a trial run of this to see how I was going to do this to begin with. You know what? Hang on. All right, I am going to go. I had a couple of ways, like I was saying, that I was going to do this. And with the amount of, it's falling apart. With the amount of biscuit dough that I've got, I'm going to have to go this way. So, there we go. I'm going to take this. There's two different ways I was going to do this. One was to make like a deep dish pie. The other is just to mix it all up in here real good. And I'm probably over mixing it now, right? Just gonna mix that Spam up in there real good and then get it over here in this skillet. I mean, y'all are seeing me mess up and cook in real time, pretty much. Oh, Lord, y'all. I tell you what, let me just mention this. I know that the Spamtember challenge is over, actually today, right now. So I'm not in here trying to join in with the collaboration to get all the goodies out of it possible. I am just happy to be a part of it, right? To be one of the people in this fantastic collaboration. And this is an experiment for me. And I don't even know how it's going to turn out, but right now it's looking okay. So I just want to thank y'all, all you folks that have been doing this for years and making me hungry with Spam and your recipes and your different ways of cooking it. I want to thank y'all for that because I've watched for years. This is the first year I've joined, even though I'm here at the last minute. I'm just happy to be here. Y'all, I forgot to make the little dimple in the middle. Oh, timing is everything. There was what we got right now. It hadn't been over here baking. It's been sitting over in a hot skillet. Now I'm going to take the lid. I've already got charcoal there sitting on top of there. You see how that does? That gutter is going to keep the charcoal up there. It's not going to take long because this skillet and lid were both preheated to a good temp. I'll let this bake for just a few minutes, and then I'm going to add some more cheese to the top and that wonderful butter over there. That's going to be added in. Down goes the lid. Okay, baking is just about done. I'm going to go ahead and top this off with a generous helping generous helping of cheddar cheese. I'm gonna let that get nice and melted in there and hopefully not burned off to the side. Get back up there, right? Now, I am gonna have some burnage, and I'll tell you this, cooking outside on a grill is not the easy thing that they would have you to believe, right? It takes time. It takes practice and time and a lot of it to get good. Make a whole lot of mistakes. I am not there, obviously, okay? Now, I've got this baster here, but we're not gonna mess around with this baster, right? Just to mix that up a little bit, right? Here's what we gonna do. It's for better or worse, right? Now, I've done a lot of outdoor cooking, but it's a lot like y'all. I've cooked a lot of burgers and a lot of dogs and a lot of chicken on my grill. Oh, look at that! That is we're gonna have us a pie here. It's gonna be doughy. It's gonna be good though. I'm gonna put this out on a plate. It's gonna be some fine. You know what? Let's use all this cheese. I'm gonna mess this skillet up. I'm gonna mess it up all the way. And again, I know that it's the buzzer beater I'm doing right here. This is getting to be a long video. I may not even upload it. May not. Yeah, let's go. Let's get this cap off of here. Put the cap over there somewhere non-melting. Oh, y'all, at this point, it's getting close to 8:30 for me here, and I am starving. My dang stomach's over here just going nuts on me. It's like, feed me, Seymour. All right, let's try to get this sketchy lid full of charcoal and ash back on here one more time. But outdoor cooking over charcoal, it's all a relationship that builds over time. You're seeing what I'm doing here, and it's not professional looking. You can do better than me, and I'll be doing better. You know, don't you worry about that. I get better all the time, and so will you, right? I promise you. You just gotta get out there and do it. Outdoor cooking is a big part of my life, but some of this I am not very experienced with. This situation exactly here, I'm not. I'll bring you back in just a minute when this is hopefully done. All right, the baking part is done. It's been in there about 25 minutes with the extra time that this skillet had heating up and waiting on the fresh charcoal. It's been in there quite a while. I'm a little worried it's going to be burned on the bottom, but I'm going to find out. I'm going to dig into this and set some on a plate and let y'all see what it looks like. If I can finagle it out of here. Oh yeah, she's a little bit, just a little, got some stickage to the bottom. There is a little bit of burning. Let me just go ahead and see what I can do here. Just get down in there. Man, this is taking some effort. You know, normally one of the good things, the great things about cast iron skillets is their non-stick quality, right? Oh, but that takes effort. It takes a while. This is a new skillet for me, and I'm doing things that are non-standard. Oh, no, it's gonna bust all loose in there, but you know what? That crispy bit on the bottom is gonna be pretty good. Let me just do this. I just set this plate right here, real close over here. Let's get in here. And y'all, if you're still watching this old man dig into a skillet late at night to try to get him some food, I do appreciate you. Oh, come on. That's, oh, look at that. Look. Okay, you're seeing it. You're seeing what I'm doing here. Yeah, we got some stickage there. I figured it would be. I'll bring it back in a second. All right, the grand finale. I did get most of that out of there. Get it on this plate. Look at this. There's not the pulley cheesy action, but that is some cheesy cooking, right? That's all I know how to do. I'm a cheesy old man, right? Let's get some of this deep dish Cheddar Bay Biscuit and Spam pie, right? Get that on a fork, blow on it a couple of times, and see what it tastes like. Oh my gosh. Well, this is wonderful. Now look here, this was what's on the bottom. That's what the bottom looked like. That's not too burned. Outdoor cooking is that way, okay? You do what you can, you do your best. So many things matter. There you go. Again, I want to say thank you for all the folks for all the years that have been doing the Spamtember Collaboration. And this little pie here is my last offering. I appreciate all you folks making me hungry over the years. And I hope this might make somebody hungry. Anyhow, and whatever you're having for supper, I hope that it's at least as good. Now I'm going to have supper. Y'all be good.